Hey folks, welcome. I hope you're having a good day today. And if you need another example of wokeness gone awry, University of Wyoming sorority reveals it changed its definition of woman to allow 6'2", 260 trans member or 60-pound trans member to join, and slams sisters who sued because she, quote, stared at them with an erection visible through leggings, end quote. Yeah, folks. So, yeah, the University of Wyoming apparently decided to change the definition of woman to now mean anybody with legs to be allowed into a sisters group that now you're letting, 260-pound guys join sororities with a bunch of tiny girls walking around with a boner. That is how progressive we have come in 2023, folks, from the Daily Mail. These stories are laughable if they weren't real. I mean, they're still kind of laughable because they're just so absurd anymore. But seriously, a University of Wyoming sorority has slammed its female members for complaining after it allowed a 6'2", 260-pound trans woman or male to live in the house, insisting the term woman is unquestionably open to many interpretations. Folks, this is what communism, this is what fascism does, is they want to erode anything that binds people together that they can unite behind. They want to fracture everything as much as possible, that now, women means anybody who just feels like, hey, I think I have a labia today, but I probably won't have one tomorrow. This is just absolute madness. And now you're putting a bunch of young women at risk. So the sisters at the campus Kappa Kappa Gamma, it's a mouthful, chapter claimed the organization changed the definition of a woman to allow trans member Artemis Langford to join in September 2022. After the sorority's leadership allegedly bullied and intimidated the girls to accept Langford, she was then quickly met with accusations she would peep at the other girls while visibly aroused. So this came from the leadership. So their leadership decided to get woke. Let's see how that turned out. So members said they were left in constant fear in our home, and the lawsuit alleges that she was frequently caught with an erection visible through, I'm going to say, his leggings. Now we're letting giant males pretend to be women, that they're going to live in women only areas. It's a joke. Explain to me how it's progressive that for, 5,000 years of recorded human history, all of a sudden you can't do the thing that seemingly everybody else has been able to do. Explain to me how that's progressive. Because to me, that sounds regressive. At the moment that basically every living human was able to do something, all of a sudden you can't do it? Nah, bro, that means you're the one coming up short. In a fiery response to the lawsuit, the KKG sorority condemned the girls for their frivolous legal action, arguing they only tried to boot Langford from the sorority house for their own political purposes. Now, you forced these girls to allow this guy in for your political purposes. Nah, son, you got this backwards. And all these people, all these young girls are at risk. At the heart of the lawsuit is the issue of defining a woman, with the sorority sisters arguing that because KKG's governing documents define it as a space exclusively for females, the organization broke its own rules by admitting a biological male. The sisters claim that the sorority changed its criteria to allow Langford to apply, while KKG's lawyers said the definition of woman has evolved since the sorority's founding 150 years ago. No, you all just decided to get stupid and then just ignore the known meaning of a word that everybody forever has always known. The term woman is unquestionably open to many interpretations, the sorority's filing claim, according to Cowboy State Daily. Oh, God. People are just so effing dumb anymore. It's just astounding. Although the plaintiffs over a definition in their lawsuit as an adult human female, KKG says this is restrictive, and they are seeking to dismiss it on the basis of changing views around what constitutes a woman. The lawsuit makes a series of disturbing allegations against Langford, including that she would stare at other girls for hours without saying anything while sitting with a pillow in her lap. Creepy, creepy, creepy. Langford is also accused of taking photos of the girls at a slumber party and making inappropriate comments to them, including about what vaginas look like, breast cup size, whether women were considering breast reductions, and birth control. Like, folks, they are letting a dude pretend to be a woman sitting in a women's only area, harassing them about all of these private things, and they're just going to try and force these young girls to pretend like this is normal. Like this isn't what everybody knows it is. These people are effing out of their minds. On one occasion, one of the women claimed she was changing clothes inside the house without a bra on, but turned around to find Langford staring at her, the complaint alleged. Fellow sisters reportedly later revealed to her that Langford has, quote, his hands over his genitals and appeared sexually aroused. Since that event, Mr. Smith has repeatedly asked the women about her romantic attachments, the lawsuit read. The women also claim that Langford is attracted to women, which they say is evident on her Tinder profile, through which he seeks to meet women. If y'all didn't know, Dylan Mulvaney, that guy who claims to be a woman, also came out as a lesbian. Go figure. The guy is actually attracted to the woman. They're just using this to get into women-only spaces, which, as we all know, is super creepy. Another alleged she watched her walk down the hallway in a towel, and that she sat at the back of the room during a group yoga class in December and watched the assembled young women flex their bodies, the lawsuit said. However, the organization is seeking to dismiss the suit to avoid the significant harm that plaintiffs and their supporters have unleashed on this organization and the chapter they profess to love. No, you're the ones who violated your chapter. You're the ones who have brought harm. Like, all of these people, because they've flipped everything on its head, they accuse of everyone else of being everything wrong, but they themselves, you're what's wrong. Like, y'all, like, you're the minority and you're choosing to go about your lives doing this. No, you don't get to blame everybody else because you choose to be stupid, creepy, and twisted. For those that insist on opposing Langford, the sorority suggested they leave the sorority, stating plaintiffs can also resign their memberships in the organization if a position of inclusion is too offensive to their personal values. Now, always remember, when they say inclusion, they don't actually mean that. Inclusion, that means everybody's included, right? Okay, well, then why are they saying if you don't think this way, then you can resign? Like, they're not, that doesn't feel very inclusive. No. This is exclusive. It's exclusive. I don't know how to get that fucking thing off my box. That's what this is. This is exclusive. Because always remember, they say inclusive, but if you don't agree with everything that they say, now you're out, you're the bigot, you're the this. No, that's exclusive by definition. That's not inclusive. They've literally twisted language. They're misusing it. So whenever they say inclusive, always remember, that's not actually what it means. They're just saying the word, but their actions don't fit the bill. It's exclusive. I don't know whether this dude, I don't know what he's doing there. But again, creepy. The lawsuit was branded baseless in the sorority's scathing rebuke. However, several members of the sorority have spoken out against Langford's presence in their home, and she says leaves them feeling vulnerable and uncomfortable. Yeah, of course. You got a 260-pound guy in the house. If he ever felt like, I don't know, doing anything he wanted, he could just do it. especially if he's alone with you. Quote, it is really uncomfortable. Some of the girls have been sexually assaulted or sexually harassed. Some girls live in constant fear in our home. One of the sisters, Hannah, told Megyn Kelly on her podcast. So that's the leadership forcing them into that situation. They are forcing, no, you're bad. You're a bigot. You're all this. You got to go. But we're inclusive because we care. No, they're literally all of the evil things that they accuse everyone else of being. Quote, men are never allowed on the second floor of our house apart from moving in and moving out. So it is an only female space and not like living in the dorms. We just share a couple of main bathrooms, but it's supposed to be a safe space for us to rest our head at night. This culminated in the lawsuit, which was brought against the sorority's parent organization, its president, Mary Pat Rooney, and its housing corporation. Langford was named in the lawsuit, but is not being sought for monetary damages. Some of the sisterhood has also alleged that the sorority's leadership pressured and bullied the members to accept Langford into the group. Well, of course, because that's what the woke mob does. They're nothing but bullies. Like, if the 99% of everybody else is telling you something, that's not being a bully. That's just everyone else letting you know what the status quo is. If you're the 1% and you're trying to force everybody else to bend to your will, yeah, that's literally what a bully is. Because you're trying to force your way because you can't convince people or at least get them onto your side. So one sister who remained anonymous told the National Review that Langford has not made any effort to physically look like a girl, adding he's just calling himself a girl. All you have to do is identify as a she, her. And that's the thing. All I got to do is just say it. Just say the word and all of a sudden, it's just true. Nah, bro, that's not how it works. Leadership reportedly told members that if they have any issue with Langford, then they can drop out. One member even said that she was called a bigot and a transphobe for not wanting to shower and sleep with Langford in the same area. So yeah, you're a bigot and you're a transphobe for not wanting to shower and sleep with a guy in a women's only area. The told the National Review. I think that's a mess up. It's an awful situation to be in. It's scary not knowing if I'm going to transfer out of the school next semester. Y'all best run. Y'all best run because something is just waiting to happen for that dude to do something bad to you. The suit is calling for a judge to declare Langford's sorority memberships as void and to award unspecified damages according to the lawsuit. The lawsuit states, quote, an adult human male does not become a woman just because he tells others that he is a female gender identity and behaves in what he believes to be a stereotypically female manner. The Fraternity Council has betrayed the central purpose and mission of Kappa Kappa Gamma by conflating the experience of being a woman with the experience of men engaging in behavior generally associated with women. Claims national sorority officials pressured the local chapter to violate sorority rules, including those for voting to induct new members. All of the women are calling for a judge to declare Langford sorority membership as void and to award unspecified damages according to the lawsuit, which was filed on Monday in the district court in Cheyenne. Heck yeah. I mean, you deserve something. These people are bullying you into a dangerous situation that doesn't benefit you at all, but pushes their radical agenda. However, the executive director of the sorority, Kari Kittrell Poole, told the Associated Press the lawsuit contains numerous false allegations, but the sorority couldn't comment in detail. Sounds convenient. KKG does not discriminate based on factors including gender identity, she added. Langford has also requested to be let out of the lawsuit, claiming she has been dragged before the court to defend herself against vicious rumors that have been used to vilify the transgender community for ages. For ages? No, the trans community, whatever, that's only been a thing for like the last 10 years. Like, no, we're not going to pretend as if this is always, they've been around forever. No, they haven't. Stop the bullshit. Stop the lies. No one's going along with your made up reality. And anymore, people are getting pissed off. Like, you're putting all these innocent girls at risk because you want to push a political ideology. And I mean, they've all got dresses on. This dude just wearing a short and a beanie cap. Like, that's it. I mean, it looks like maybe that's thinner on the outside. He's got like another shirt underneath, but not dressed up like a woman. Now that one, yeah, that one he is, but that doesn't make it any better. Like that doesn't make it any better. So yeah, folks, this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing in the University of Wyoming sorority, and I'm sure it's not the only place, but yeah, this is what we've got institutions that are bullying and forcing young girls to allow a 260-pound, 6'2" male who could be a lineman, on a college football team, to be accepted as a quote-unquote woman into their woman-only spaces. Yeah, this is what wokeness gets you. And I feel bad for the girls because they have to go through all of this, defend themselves when they shouldn't have to. I mean, this is a stab in the back, absolutely, from the leadership, and forcing these girls to go through all this just to point out the obvious that everybody is looking and knows it's true, but to simply call it what it is. I mean, it's sad, it's pathetic, it's a joke, and it's definitely not progressive. But folks, don't let the wokeness get you down. Focus on yourselves, take care of your friends, take care of your family. I'll try to bring you some new stuff as soon as I can. And with that said, hey, if you enjoy my content, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate the support, and everything helps to grow the channel. Thank you very much, folks. And with that said, take care, and I will see you next time.